It shouldn't be, and hopefully it's working, which it should be. But you never know, you know? You never quite know, do ya? Alright, reload that. Okay. Grab this, and yeah. Okay. Let me plug in my headphones here. The music of Slime Wantrower 2. And let's get started. So, this is Slime Rancher 2. As you know, I played Slime Rancher 1, but there is a second game in Slime Rancher. Did you save icon? Ooh. There's a lot of cool slimes. I like that one the most, though. This one, yeah, I like that one. Trails enable, tar. What do you think, chat? Should I turn the tar off? Because I can disable them, but eh. That might give them the damage to 1.5x. Alright, fair enough. Oh, well, let us start the game. I'll leave it as close to default as I can because on last game or on regular Slime Rancher I did turn tar off. Which is, they are a thing that exists and they are meant to like play a role and show what can happen. Because tar technically balances out the ecosystem, you know? You have explored the far, far range from the dusty shores to dry reef and furthest reaches of the perilous glass desert. But there are worlds yet uncharted. Beatrix, Rainbow Island awaits you. Climb aboard if you are ready for a new adventure. So, and then she hops on a boat. Beatrix excitedly boarded the boat and took her across the slime sea. Eventually, she saw an island unlike anything on the far, far range. Mountains, trees, grasses, all in an array of colors that dance and move like a dream. She explored and she found an abandoned conservatory overlooking the rest of the island. Curiously, it was equipped with everything a slime rancher like her would ever need to wrangle slimes, start a farm, and build gadgets. Ooh. She's sailing to Pride Island bed. And so a new adventure begins. Beatrix tightened her boots, readied her V-Pack, and set out to explore Rainbow Island and uncover its mysteries. So, we get to play some Slime Rancher. Hell yeah. First things first, let me go to options. There, that should be better. That save? It didn't because I forgot to save the... Apply the save. Okay, there you go. Hell yeah. Hey, you got a chickadoo. Hell yeah. Here are good old pink slimes. I remember these. Nice. Man, this was so fun. I still love this game, by the way. Damn. Throwing the chickadoos in there. You have to feed the slimes to get plorts. Since you need plorts to make money. Okay. Okay. So now I have to go sell to the plort market. And just like that, I made some money. Alright, so first things first. There's like a whole Slimepedia. That's cool. There's only really, hey, the Pogo Fruit are back. I remember these from last one. They're pretty common, so you'd always see Pogo Fruit on the last map. Ooh, there's a new type of slime. Chickadoos, I'm sorry. I'm leaving out nature. I need these bunny slimes. Come here. Yeah, we'll take about 5 of them. Hey, map data acquired? Hey, we just unlocked a new part of the map. Nice. That's good. That's good. Yep. I look forward to seeing the types of Largos you can make in this one, you know? Because I believe the Largo selection is much more different from the other games. Because like, while like certain slimes like the rock slimes and the pink slimes and a few of the other ones, I think tabbies came over. There are certain slimes that didn't come over, that didn't become a part of this game, unfortunately, you know? More slimes for more Largos, yeah. What I'm saying is that there's some oh gosh, no. Someone tells me these guys are gonna be troublemakers, I can already tell. I need to get tall walls, like, now. Chicken, you sit in the corner there for a minute. I need to get some money and I need to build some very tall walls so these guys can't just jump out of their enclosure. Because the last thing I want is them getting in the honey slime corral and messing with the honey slimes. That's the last thing I want, honestly, right now. Okay. So we need to get our plorts up or our money up and fast. Okay. So far, our first day isn't going too bad. The next thing I feel like I should try to build is a corral. We need 260 for high walls. Then we need a music box. We'll need an air net. And we don't need a solar shield. We'll need a plort collector and a auto feeder. So we will be needing some plorts, angle eye chat. I'll keep it real. Well, yeah, we're gonna be desperately needing these guys to speed up the process for us. Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. I need high walls for these guys because they can jump really, really high. So, you see, look at that. He basically escaped. So yeah, they can escape if I'm not careful. That's why I need high walls for them especially. These guys, they're fine. Like, they're chill. They won't try to escape. We could just kind of like, you know, it's kind of whatever with them for the most part. They're not gonna cause too much mischief, but these? Boy, oh boy. Alright, I'm gonna leave the farm for a bit. I'm gonna go see if I can get some, like, wild plorts or something. Because I need as much money as I can get. And if you can't get money any other way, why not just have them make money for you, you know? So I become the plort collector. Thank you. I don't want you, I want your goddamn plorts. Research shown. Accessing GG log. Well, here we are again. I'm sending the drones out to all the original scouting locations. Once I confirm the conditions are the same, I'll get to work. This place, I still remember being in awe of these rainbow fields. It felt like being in a beautiful dream. I guess in a way it was because it ended much too soon. I love bunny slimes. They're cute. They're cute. Okay. Well, I got as much plorts as I could from these guys, from these suckaroonies. So, taking it back to my own farm and start building up some stuff. You have a new message waiting for you at the comm station. Comm station? What? I'll handle that later. And here they go. You get back in there, please. Guys are being menaces, I ain't gonna lie. And he's out again. Get in there. Yeah, I need these high walls like now. Because they are getting pretty problematic, I ain't gonna lie. Okay, there we go. That is way better. So now I know that they won't run, and I can just leave some food in there. Right. And they should be fine. They should be fine too. Okay, let's check this real quick. Use. Victor Humphreys. Hello, hello, Beatrix. Do you read me? Testing, testing. Perhaps you lost seat taken away by that mysterious boat, never to be... Oops, nope. Just got to turn the display on. I see your face again, Beatrix. I've missed you greatly, my dear friend. And while I'm excited for you to partake in a new adventure, I have data that might complicate things. Last night I received a message from some sort of artificial intelligence program. It's written in code, but not one I recognize. I'm in the process of analyzing it, but I'm certain that this message was sent from where you are now. The mysterious Rainbow Island. So to recap, a mysterious boat takes you to a mysterious island, and I receive a mysterious code from said mysterious island. It all seems quite curious. Well, I've got work to do, and you best get to exploring. Oh, I almost forgot. Take this home portal. It should make the early stages of your journey easier. Alright. Shikanokono. Yeah, that. Fuck. Take care, Beatrix. We'll be in touch. Nice. Hi, Jeff. How you been? Hope you're doing better. Been a minute. Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a little while, you know? I mean, I know what happened, so, yeah. I guess I could go and take a west for now. Day 2. Ah, it's a brand new day. Oh, y'all ate a lot while I was asleep. Oh, the slimes actually sleep now. They sleep at night. That's actually really cool. Or they're asleep right now? Gotta go get... That's so cute. Oh, look at them. Oh, they're sleeping. That's cute. Okay, well, I'll leave them some food so that they can eat when they wake up. But it's time for me to get going. It's quite early. The slimes haven't woken up yet. And I'm gonna head out, so yeah. No, it's a fucking fuck. It's a lucky slime. I don't have any meat on me. That is so sad. Wait, where the wait, lucky slime. I'm on my way back. Hold on, hold on, hold on. He got away. No. Yeah. Now that me feel like it's unfortunate, but yeah, shit happens, you know? Shit happens, unfortunately. There's some stuff down there. It's just I'm not sure I'm gonna get back up if I hop down here. That's one thing. Is this a bad idea? Probably, honestly, but it is what it is. Ooh, a bunch of hens on here though. I'll take that with me. I'll need meat eventually, so y'all will make perfect additions to my meat collection. And I ain't talking about no actual meat around here, so yeah. Alright. That's one. That's kind of wild, I ain't gonna lie. I do need to make a coop eventually, so I'll try to do that. We need to build I think we should build a garden actually. It'd be nice to build a thing, but I feel like having consistent food is a very big goal that should be done as to make things a bit more. Chestnut, I woke him up. Shit, didn't mean to do that. I feel kind of bad now. So those floors aren't worth the most today, but it's alright. We'll just Did I just? I meant to. Okay, sorry. I'm not gonna scream, but like, god damn it. I did not mean to do that. Okay, remember what I told you? Oh, there's fruit down here. And carrots. Mine. Get your ass away from here. This is mine now, okay? Your stolen goods are now forfeit. You ratscallion! Prepare thyself, buddy. Okay. Now I should teach him a lesson. For daring to eat this food when I need it more, obviously. You know, like, how could he do that to me, you know, chat? Like, I need... This mother... Don't you dare eat that, Roostro. Don't you dare eat it. My Roostro now, buddy. Okay, that was... Whew, okay. Now we'll make off with these goods and head back home. So I have some rooster and hens for when I officially have a pen. I'm happy, so they don't try to escape. The idea was to make a pen, but we can kind of start can I even afford a I cannot yet afford a plort collector, unfortunately, but it's alright. Okay. We got 9 plorts here, so we can just throw those in. Into 256. Alright. Now we could use some of these pink plorts. Try not to wake them up, but. Yeah, so I might as well just go try to collect some wild plorts, maybe faster, honestly. There you go. Hey, you think you're gonna get away? You ain't getting away. Get your ass back in there. Alright. Now y'all stay in here. So we have a chicken coop set up officially, so we are not doing too bad, I would say. No, the F20 I cannot have anymore, so. Oh, that's a new type of plant there. I've never seen that before. I'll come back for some of those later, actually. It's in this, like, sort of area? Okay. And there's tabbies here as well. Is what I'm doing here a good idea? Putting it in the refinery? I feel like that's a terrible idea. Accessing GG log. I was in so over my head when I first started here. I remember hauling jellystones back to the conservatory by hand because I was excited, breathless, and sweating. I was going about everything all around, but I was happy. There's a little time now, so I'll need these refinery links if I'm going to be efficient. This time I'm going to do it right. Man, I got that one thing that I'd seen. This thing. Water lettuce. Slimepedia. Oh, these are the favorites of the cotton slimes, right? And that's the bunny slimes. Okay, nice. Okay, we're actually gonna plant some of these back home. I think that is an amazing idea, honestly. Because if we plant some of these, we'll have their favorite food. So ultimately, I think we'll get double the plorts, you know? It's not quite an infinite money glitch, but like... definitely gonna make things twice as profitable, honestly. I wish I'd found that before I'd done so much, you know, like... huh. They're having a grand old time, so we can leave them be for now. Yeah, plorts. These plorts are down today because I sold a lot yesterday, but it's fine. Because honestly, yeah, it's just fine. So I definitely should try to make some sort of plot or something for water lettuce. This... I will have to destroy it. Damn, it costs money to destroy things too. Oh my goodness, that's so bad. That is so terrible. If I'd known that, I wish I didn't make that mistake earlier. Okay. Alright, that puts us up to 165. Having a grand old time too. We have a message waiting for us. Let's go see what this is about. Mochi Miles. Alright. Well, what do you know? Beatrix. I am so terrified of pronouncing that wrong. Of another adventure. Often another adventure. And I didn't think to take her good pal. Sometimes rivals. And forever mentor, Mochi Miles. Seriously, B, next time you go running off to dangerous, uncharted territory, could you at least give me a heads up? I'd like to be there for you in case you need me. To help collect all those valuable resources that seem to be scattered all over the island. Okay, sure. What? You think I was going to do a little recon of my own? What? What good are surveillance allies if they can snoop on stuff? Anyway, be careful out there. Anne's giving me kind of a weird vibe, so I'm gonna keep poking around. Oh, and since you're starting from scratch out there, take this refinery link. Should make things easier for you. I just put it up in your tab. Later, Tater. Labao. Yeah, it's just her last name. I wasn't sure. Labao. And I didn't want to butcher it, you know? Cause like, if I butcher this, yeah, Chad ain't gonna let me live it down. I ain't living this one down for sure. Yeah. Yeah, so I have a refinery. Yeah. Okay. LeBeau. LeBeau? As in herebo. Not the noun. Or not the verb. Okay, I would say noun. Isn't a noun a describing word? Yeah. Let's see. Let's sleep until morning. 'Cause it's already night. Here we go. Day 3. Wait a minute. Is the main character Louisiana Creole by any chance? I don't know. I have no clue. Yeah, full auto in the building, baby. Yeah, y'all ain't going hungry at all. Y'all gonna be eating good, you hear me? I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Well, her name is Beatrix, right? So, you never know. She could actually be maybe right about that, honestly. You have to Google that or something, honestly. And that should give them plenty of sustenance, and hopefully I can finally plan their favorite thing to eat. Hey, my first harvest of carrots went pretty okay. LeBeau is a common last name in Louisiana. Ah, well, I know nothing about Louisiana, so I would know, honestly, so. Garden. Yes, I do want a garden. And I want to plant these so that my things can eat those, because the rabbit slime so far, they're really cute. For now, we'll keep the pink slimes, you know, like... What the hell did you even get out of your coop? Stay your ass in there. You're not supposed to be roaming around. Dude's roaming around like he owns the place. I'm like, what? New slime, PD entry, rain, moody, dreary, cozy, wonderful. Yeah, rain is great actually. I just love when it rains, you know? Because there's less people around when it rains. Also, like, the vibe when it's raining, chat, like, I don't know. If you know the vibe I'm talking about, like, it's just, you know? Is this where I saw the, things? Here's some tabbies, let's go. And I can get some tabby plorts. Honestly, I don't really need these. I can kinda... The tabby slimes are kinda mischievous. They don't... They do eat meat, though. That's why they're one of the harder slimes to have. And usually it is a good idea to hybridize them with, another type of slime. Usually omnivorian type slime. Because then they have two favorite types of food that you can possibly feed them, you know? Oh, that's cool. Is there a little thing that I can find out here even? Like, I don't see anything. Yeah, I haven't seen like one of those like kind of beacon things I can activate yet. Like the one that was at the other area that allowed me to see more, you know? That place is treacherous. I'm not going that way. But I just took one look at it. I was like, you know what? I ain't no professional white person, so I ain't gonna do that. I ain't a professional here, you know, like this is a stony hennon. Oh boy, nope. I'm glad you did. I didn't get to see everything, but it was interesting. Oh. Luckily, we haven't encountered any tars yet. Thank goodness, because if we did, I will just have to run away because I do not have the equipment to deal with tars yet. So. During the last cutscene, I crashed. So, yeah, that's why, yeah. Anyway. So, I'm thinking of hybridizing them. Also, why are you looking so like dreary? What the hell? I have so much food. I'm thinking I may throw some a tabby in here. Or two. I think I'll turn these into, bunny tabbies. There we go. Ah, they're so cute. I am sad to say, but I will likely have to get rid of some of the bunny slimes. I'll just re-release them into the wild, since, well... I don't like to, you know, overcrowd a paddock. Just put high walls over here too, you know. And then, like, shit will be fine. The hold on. Get him back in that paddock, because he is going to be very problematic if I don't. Hey, damn, we got a lot of, hens here, so let's, take some of these. Sadly, they are very carnivorous, you know, these slimes. Let's go cash these in real quick. They're also down, but could be worse, I guess. One thing I need to put over this is definitely an air net now, because yeah, there is no going back now, you know? So let's put an air net over this thing so that they can just get out. That's 425? Shit. That is not good, honestly. It's highway robbery. We have 351. Thank you for checking up on that here and there. I mean, it's fine, I would consider us friends, so I try to check on people. I do my best, you know? Shout out some chickadoos, you don't really need them. Okay. We'll get them over here, let's see. They should be fine. Hopefully they should stay calm until I could sort out this plort situation or this internet. Yeah, enjoy while I can, pink slimes. I'm gonna eventually kick you all out. Okay, I'm kidding. I won't kick them out, but yeah. I will eventually need to make some space, you know what I mean? Like, it's pretty good though. I believe if you feed them these, they'll drop like double the plorts. Since it's oh, yep. I need a plort collector at this point. Because trying to collect these plorts manually is getting really hard, honestly. But a plort collector is $7.50? Oh my gosh. Yeah, chat, we're gonna have to just manually for a minute. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah. Alright, I'll go with a bunch of food, I guess. I'll just try to get what I can right now. I'll vacuum up the hens for now because they have some of their favorite foods in here, so I don't want to disrupt the feeding, I guess. Right. Okay. Okay. Let's have we get this damn airnet on the thing and we'll go from there. Because I feel like I need a bit of security that they won't escape. Okay, now there's an airnet, so they'll send their enclosure for the most part. Now I can go see what this marking on my map is about, because it's been there for a minute. I've wanted to come across and see what it is, but somewhere down here, I want to say. That's it. No? It isn't? And how the fuck do I get down there? No? I am so confused right now, chat. Like, it's right here. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I think those passes stopped hitting after chapter 1, or maybe I'm just old and my taste is bad. And I just think the game isn't quite for you anymore. Which is fine. Oh, there are upgrades, so I can get even more heart modules. I can get resource harvester adds a resonator to the back suction mechanisms that shakes loose science resources from nodes in the environment. Okay. Oh, there's jetpack. Nice. But those are expensive. Damn. Hey, nice. Let's see what this is. Hey, I get like little stuff to add to my garden. That's actually really cool. I can spend money to get like customization. There's a pride fly. Alright, I gotta buy that. I gotta buy that quick. We gotta buy that pronto. Yeah. Yes. I need to... Oh yeah, there's a different upgrade like nutrient soil. Sprinklers, scare slimes to scare things up, but I know we'll need that, and yeah. Okay. I mean, you only need these, and I don't like that. You know how long these took to grow and y'all just aren't eating them? I will not stand for this type of... this in... So no, I'll come back tomorrow when y'all are hungry, and then you'll get to eat them. Since you don't want to eat the food right now. I was already washed up. You were alright. I was alright too, you know, like... Jeff, I'm getting old, you know, like, I ain't got it like I once did. On Fortnite. Yeah, Owen can tell you, I'm not as scary as I once was. I didn't mean to do that. Ah, shit, now my slimes are gonna be upset. Yeah, they're gonna be really hungry now. Oh no! I might have bitten off more than I could chew. And that's saying something. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh shit. The harvest is even bigger than last time. Oh my. Chat, this is not good. This is not good. This is not good. Okay, okay. I think we just have to make another type of largo here at this point because, yeah. Keep them though. I don't want to get rid of my slimes. Come here. We're gonna go for a walk, okay? I'm gonna go for a long walk and I'll send you back to whence you came. Hey, it hurts, chat. It hurts to let go of my slimes. Now I can let them start merging and make some pink largos. Yep, there it is. Wait, can I get a plort collector or am I still too broke? Still too broke, yep. So we gotta do this shit by hand. Hold on. Please get out of the way. Excuse me, pardon me. Sorry, governor. I need to collect your plot. It is of utmost importance. Hell yeah. So now we have a lot of food, but we need to get like another hybrid of sorts. I don't know what type of hybrid we can even get at this point, but we need some sort of hybrid, honestly. Oh. Maybe some water lettuce. Since y'all like lettuce. And that should hopefully keep them satiated until I get back. Well, let them get hybridized. In the meantime, we'll sell those. Get some good money now, so we ain't doing too bad, obviously. We'll leave them to do their thing, and we're gonna go do a bit of exploring because I never figured out where I was supposed to go, which is a tiny bit bothersome, if you will. So. I'm not sure to go though, Chad. That's the thing. I see a little bridge up here, so maybe I could try to take that across. Hey, you can finally view the full map, finally. And I actually figured out the way to go, which is this way. So, I'm proud of myself, chat. I'm proud of myself. I figured this shit out with no help. Oh, okay, so yeah, through there. Well, let's go do a bit of exploration far away from home. I want to see what other slimes this game has to offer. Yeah, this place looks a bit precarious, you know, so I will want to exercise some form of caution to make sure I do not end up, die to my arch nemesis at this point. Fall damage, yeah, sorry. What the huh? Key? Which way does it want me to go? Hold on. So it says this way, right? How the... Huh? How do I get to the next area? Do I need like a jetpack or something? Like, is that what I need? Not bad. Blade wants a healer, so Bailu's a good option. Yeah, I agree with that. Alright, well, let's start heading back. Those are Roostro, yep, I'll grab him. Because Roostros are rarer than Hen, so you do want to collect Roostros if you see them. Because you can have too many Hen, but you can never have enough Roostros. Or, sorry, Roostros. I read that earlier, but I forgot I read that. So, yeah. So look for Gordos to feed. I don't know where to even find a Gordo right now. I haven't seen a single Gordo on this map. There's like these big pillars, I'm not sure what they're for. Like these types of pillars. I see them all around, but I don't really see anything around them like that, but yeah. Bro. Where is this? Can I like zoom in on the map? Okay, this is right here. Can I place a waypoint? Alright, bet. Nice. I'll be back for you, bitch ass. Don't worry. No, give me a minute. Let me go get up some stuff. I'll be back. I'll be back for you. So give me a reason to use up these hand-hands, you know, like, because I really need to use these hand-hands, if I'm being honest with you, but... Fuck. That's not good. Pogo fruit, pogo fruit, pogo fruit. Can I get a pogo fruit in the chat? I'm just kidding. Don't worry. There's no pogo fruit up there, unfortunately. It looks like they ate all of them already. The greedy bastards, but yeah. I want to say this should be enough, hopefully, to feed him. Yeah, I can only hope that this is enough food. If it isn't, welp. Welp. I'm just gonna have to come back and try again. So I have 2 sacks of 20 food, and we'll start with these, and then we'll, Where the... Okay, there it is, there it is. I almost walked straight off the map thinking that was the direction to go. Listen here, you Gordo buddy. We're gonna get you off of here. Oh, look at you, swelling so big. Oh, can't eat any more? Well, ain't that a shame. Hey, leave my damn... You son of a bitch. I don't have the right thing to do that yet. That's how you unlock that. Oh yeah. What in the... Okay. Yeah, where the hell am I? Looks like I'm in a new area, I want to say, but there's still pink slimes and... You son of a bitch. I was ready for you this time. I was ready for you. You slipped away last time, but I didn't let you slip away that time. Ooh, it's the Oka Oka. Ooh. Oh, it's a phosphorus slimes. Wait, are these phosphorus? No, these are angler slimes. Ooh, those look really cool. What do they eat though? We're behind the angler slime's adorably fishy exterior. Beats the heart of a chicken chomper. Oh, Oh, so they're mostly a meat eater. Alright, good to know. Good to... Oh, it's a phosphorus. Or... Oh, they're not happy. Okay, they're not happy. They are not happy. Okay, alright. Okay. Holy shit. Yeah, my... Listen, you know, like... I ain't that white, you know, like, I ain't white at all to begin with, but, like, I know when I am not welcome, and you see that situation right there, I am not welcome, so I am going to, you know, I'ma just head out, you know? Whoa. This is so cool. Take a read, see what this says. I know I'm on a mission here that hasn't changed anything about these geysers. They're still fun as heck. I think I can afford a few minutes for a splash, just like the old days. I ain't white. What do you mean white at all? I mean, you are right. I'm not. No. Damn it! I thought I could get up there. Hold on. We need to time it just right. Because if we time it just right, we could... Yeah, I'm crazy. See that time? I'm insane. So now we could see this little section of the map. So, Right, well, let's head back to where we came from. Because, yeah, that's fun. A new type of slime, and we can now head out. Well, you know, they say I'ma head out. I love the scenery in this game, though. It's just so pretty. At least here I don't see any phosphors spawning yet, so that's a good thing. Because if phosphor slimes were spawning here, yep, tars are gonna start spawning, yep. Well, I should probably set up a new thing here. Corral. There's a special type of corral for these, or do they just need regular corrals? Gosh, my hen coop is looking bad. And I don't mean that in a good way. I mean that in a bad way. put that rooster in there because he's gonna be necessary at some point. We're just gonna put some more chickens in here for later. They should be fine with just those, you know? Let's have here and go deposit all the plorts we have now, so. This is the most money I've ever had. I feel the power, chat. Yeah. You do have to kind of adopt that mindset, especially if you're free to play when it comes to gacha games, where it's just gonna, you know, drive you crazy. Knowing that, oh, I can't get this character, or oh, I can't get that character, you know? So I might take a break from Withering and Zenless and invest more time into Honkai. I mean, I said invest as much time as you want to invest, right? If you're still liking playing those games, you should still play them. But it's just that with some of the further quests in the game, they're just way longer, you know? Most of the early game quests are shorter. And I feel like they can be done in a more reasonable frame of time, but when it comes to like the quest in Amphorius, especially the quest that I'm doing, it was definitely one of the longer quests. But also, that's the thing about like Honkai as a game. As I said, I'll always have a soft spot for Genshin Impact, as that was my first ever gacha game. But at the same time, I would be lying if I said that, you know, there isn't a lot of ways that Honkai and Withering Waves are better, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. Let's over here and deposit this in this roostro. Yeah, sadly, yeah. These are the elder roosters, because, you know, your chickens do get old, which is one mechanic that I really found interesting. How, you know, they would get older. What the? That was almost a disaster. Hold on, we gotta put high walls on this. I am not repeating that incident. Oh my. How did he even get out? That's fine. I already have enough of the teams already in Zenless. Alright. Withering I'll worry more about in the future. Alright, that's fair. You're looking so pissed. There's food in your enclosure, so why aren't you just... I think we'll need a music thing to calm them down. Because I don't know why they're being... so... feisty is the word I guess you can say. Because there's really no reason for them to be, but... I guess they're just feeling it. Why did I purchase an incinerator? Oh boy. Hold on. Use... I meant to put a silo. I swear. I gotta stop wasting money sometimes, like genuinely. But yeah, I'll put like my elder chickens in there, I think. It's a good storage spot for them, so. Okay. And also I'll use this to store any like bonus food I don't really want to keep in my inventory, which will make that a bit better, so. Okay. So now that we slept, yep, he's ready. They're all gathered up. Okay. Just keep them satisfied. Just keep them satisfied too, so they shouldn't hopefully be on some BS while I'm doing my pork collection here. The good thing about pink slimes is that they're so omnivorous, it makes life a bit easier, so... So my goal is to make 1 million, yes, my goal is to make 1 million old bucks, you know? Because then, you know, it'll make life easier. I'm kidding. They're kind of upset already, they're my elder henens. Yep. Okay. So that's all my elderly henens. Because the reason why I'm keeping those in storage are there are particular slimes that prefer elderly, or at least in Slime Rancher 2, there were certain slimes that preferred elderly chickens. So they were a commodity that sadly you couldn't really get all too often. Alright, let's out for a little look. And see if I could find anything interesting out here. The main thing I'm hoping to find is like roostros. If I were looking for anything in particular, I would say. Mainly, I'm not really searching for anything in particular. Even if I don't find them, it's fine. But it would be a nice touch, you know? Huh. I don't know what that was. Some sort of collectible? I don't know. Something like that. Something like that. Possibly. It'll just loop back around to the start and head through here. And then we'll go this way, I wanna say. I do wonder if there's any other Gordos in this area generally. There's a walkable area down here, so possibly, who knows. Oh, this loops into this area. Oh, okay. In order to fabricate gadgets, you need to shoot some resources in your fabricators. So, essentially, resources in this game take plorts rather than, I believe they used to take gold. You know, there's like food right in front of you, right? Okay, they're pretty happy, so we can about log off for the night, you know? Okay, well. It's a little bit early to pick the water lettuce, but well, my money maker, so y'all better start popping out some plorts and fast before I change my mind. Oh damn, there's a lot of roosters in here. Holy crap. Hell yeah. That's actually great. For multiple reasons. So, the anglers are asleep at the moment, so it's just like collect their plorts. Shit. And he done gone woke him up. So I'm about to get my first ever plort collector, at least on this game. I look forward to getting the auto collector so I don't have to constantly be in and out and in and out of their like pens constantly. Cause something tells me as like I get more and more dangerous slimes, that's gonna be a terrible idea, you know? So first thing we will get is a plort collector. Where is it? There it is. Finally. I'll get a music box for them to keep them calm. Nice. That is great. Alright. So finally one of our corrals is finally about done. We're gonna have to do that a few more times, honestly, so. Luckily the music will keep them calm even if they're irritated, so that's a good thing. Let's check this. Oh. Beatrix, I've done it! Believe it? I believe. I've cracked the super mysterious code that was sent to me. It was astoundingly complex. I believe that the AI that created this code displays a comparable intellect to my own. So very advanced, almost alien. Sorry about that. Oh, you're probably wondering what I said. Well, I determined this mysterious, perhaps even alien AI sent a message that says, "Hello." Not much, but pleasantries are count for something. Most importantly, though, the moment I cracked it, I received another message. It's almost as though this mysterious AI is monitoring me. How exciting. I haven't decrypted it yet, but the code is considerably more complex. This should be fun. Well, back to work as ever. Who's this? Ah, Beatrix. Are you there? It's me, Ogden Oritz. Are you off on a big new adventure on a mysterious island filled with secrets and danger and maybe a few succulent Chinese meals? Okay, sorry. I could help. Succulent fruits or veggies the world has never seen before. You know I had to ask. Ever since you got me a steady supply of Kokaduba fruits, I've been reaching for an even greater culinary height within the far, far range. Plus, I'm pretty tired of eating. Okay. What is the charge? Eating a meal? Yeah. Tired of eating Kokaduba pie, Kokaduba souffle, Kokaduba pudding, Kokaduba con carne, Duba. Con Kukab. Duba. Okay. I'm running out of ideas and willpower. So if there's anything new, please tell me about it. Tasty Streets aside, I want to know all about the new flora and fauna that you discover. Never forget, every bit of the wild world is precious and worth our care and respect. And see you out there. All that venturing will work up a sweat, so take tap water. Hey, I got a blueprint for a portable water tap. Good luck, Beatrix. Keep posting. I'm rooting for you. Yeah, he seems nice. Well, at least Beatrix has nice friends, you know? Well, it is now morning. And, well, we're not feeding them carrots today because I don't have any more of the water cabbage since it's not ready yet. So we'll have to feed them this temporarily. They also start leveling up my farm plot, you know? Holy shit, okay. There's a bit too many roosters here. Alright, that's better. We have 4 roosters. Nice. Well, roosters, you'll make a beloved sacrifice for our guests. So I'm sorry I'll have to go out that way, but it is what it is, you know? I don't make the rules, I just follow them. Wait, I do make the rules actually. Well, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to do something. That's fine. I'm just here farming, playing Slime Rancher. How could I miss that? Yeah, Hands, I'm not here to save y'all. Y'all are just here to be the reason why they gave me plort, so we can add a plort collector here because why not? This is a bit pricey though, that's a thing. Well, we've just been selling what we get as we get it, so we should have a bit now that we can use. I might consider getting Cyrene instead of my main focus being Phynon. I mean, Cyrene is a good support, but I will say she's only really good with characters from my forest, and she gives them unique buffs. So you don't really need Phynon specifically. She can work with Mighty, she can work with Aglaya, she works with Phynon, she works with... I'm not sure she works quite with Hyacinth because I don't believe she gives Hyacinth necessarily a unique buff. She does give Hyacinth a buff? Okay. Well, my bad. I wasn't sure if she did or didn't. So I was like, I was like, yeah, she probably doesn't really, you know, like... Damn, I left for a minute and two of you damn roosters got old? Alright, come here you two, get back in there. I need young roosters, not a rooster that looks like he's gonna croak already, so... Right, y'all get your yee asses in there. Somehow they managed to survive. I don't know how, but yeah. Somehow they managed to survive and not get eaten. Cause I thought for sure and for certain they were gonna get eaten. Like, genuinely. Yeah, but it basically gives I seen better heals and fat fuck more damage. Yeah. Alright. Yes. I'm gonna spend some time collecting some wild plorts out here while I'm here. God damn it. You fucking need the damn plort, you damn idiot. Yeah. And the reason why I say I want to get some wild plorts is I want to start putting these into the machine to like start crafting some gadgets. I got a gold port. Fuck it, get. I will drop a rooster for a gold floor any day. I did not expect to see a gold slime that quickly. Holy crap, that scared the ever-living shit out of me. Cause I was just like, oh, alright. Ooh, a Largo. I found you. Let me mark you on the map real quick. So you're like right here. Marking your ass on the map. I'll be back for you. Don't worry, I'll be back. We need a full stack of that one thing then for him specifically. So yeah, I'll bring some of their favorite things and I'll bring some but chat, do y'all have any idea how much one gold plort sells for? 440. That is insane. So I'm gonna draw these out honestly. Feed these guys. Pick up those. And this golem plort is going into the vault. What I'm gonna do here, chat, I'm actually gonna sleep for 2 days. Yep, so I'm gonna sleep until morning, and sleep until morning again. So now we should have a boatload of these. Sorry y'all, my bad. Yeah, probably hungry, so you can eat those. And then I'll grab these. Put those on there, and yeah. Let's go grab some hens and... Oh, we need... Oh, they're jumping. He got out and he jumped in the... Yup. That is bad. That is very, very bad. You cannot have this happening, honestly. Okay. Everything is fine over here now, so let's get on the way. Yep. What did we learn there? Do not forget to feed those guys. They are not happy if you forget to feed them, so. finally we can now access wherever this area goes. Now that the Gordo has been cleared. Oh, this is over there, which now means that we can go that way. Nice. Hell yeah. Well, chat, let's go do some exploring, shall we? A trophy earned, Rainbow Explorer. Nice. We're in a completely new area, huh? Whoa. This is cool. The Prisma waves seem to affect each area of the island differently, expressing a full spectrum of color in some places, but alternating between or splitting the spectrum in others. And they actively change, sometimes quickly and constantly, others more slowly. In my first year here, every season looked different to me. It was lovely while it lasted. Interesting. I do wonder who's the person who's like leaving these notes. Well, I'm guessing there's some kind of mechanism. We need like a honey slime plort. From what I can tell at least. Is this where honey slime spawned? For a second I thought that was a mint mango. If y'all remember those, y'all are good, but yeah. Mint mangoes were pretty cool. Where's this like thing for this one? Oh, that's a feral slime. That was a feral hunter largo. Yeah. Slimepedia. Yep. Yeah, their favorite is the heartbeat. Nice. Luckily, they're mostly vegetarian, so again, they'll be relatively easier to feed than some other slimes, which is good. Though. Rock and stone slimes, really. Honey! Oh, honey slimes! Oh, these are my favorite slimes. Okay, okay. I love these slimes so much. They're so cute. I need a bunch of them. I believe their favorite is mint mango, right? Do I remember my slimes right? Mint mango. It is mint mango. I do remember, Chad. I find mint mangoes, but I don't see any. I don't have any. And I missed my chance. I'm just gonna head out. Jamus commit seppuku. Yes, I simply cannot go on anymore. They took it from me, chat. The one thing I wanted, they took it from me. Nah, I'm kidding. There's another door here, but I'm not sure how to open that. Also, where the hell is the mint mangoes? Like, I still haven't seen any mint mangoes. I've been looking for like 2 damn decades at this point. And I think I'm lost. Great. You know what? Also, the fuck have you seen so many Loki slimes? Yeah, at this point, honestly, Erica, I'm gonna like keep it 150 with you. I've seen like 3, and I've only gotten 1 of them so far. I know I said I'm just lucky. Just lucky like that, you know? Lucky enough to see a lucky slime. Like every once in a while. But yeah, this needs a rock port, I believe, right? Yep. Now this unlocks and we can go through here. Oh yeah, a storage cell. Nice. And there's tons of honey plorts here, so but I love these Largos so much. I might go make some of these honey thing Largos real quick. Also, my way back, I'll try to find that area with the thing that I saw earlier. Because I do want to throw in one of these honey plorts. Where that rock statue was, if I can find it again, you know? Ow. Damn, these rock slimes hit hard. Why are you so violent? Like, damn, what have I done to you to deserve this, you rock slimes? Trying to hurt my feelings here? Oh, so this is essentially a shortcut. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Makes lots of sense, actually. Let's figure out how to open that one, though. You know, we'll figure that out later. The main thing is we got some honey slimes, which are some of my favorite slimes in the game. I just love how cute they are, honestly. They're one of my favorites. And I also have some rock slimes as well, which is also kind of nice, so we kind of head back home at this point and see, and then we could reassess what we want to do from there, you know? Oh, this is the next area. I don't want to go there. I want to go home. I knew I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque. Alright. You don't want to go either of these ways. You want to go this way. This way actually goes back home. As I can never be skinny willingly. Food is so damn good. I mean, it's funny, like, I guess I am considered skinny. But the reason why it's kind of funny, you know? Yep, well, we can cash in all of these ports. And we can also cash in some of our honey ports. And honestly, I may need to set up an incinerator. I don't have the heart to do it. Listen guys, thank you for all you've done for me, but you're going back home, alright? Yeah, we gained some weight though. I've noticed that in the last few video calls. Yeah, I have, which is a good thing. It's not as it was. I now have some meat on my bones, as you would say. I feel kind of bad for getting rid of my there they are, the honey slimes. Look at them. Oh, that's great. Honestly, I will likely have to hybridize my honey slimes. But I'm not sure what I should hybridize them with, that's the thing, you know? Because I don't really want to hybridize them with anything I have right now because as I'm sure you've seen, I just need to get my elderly, and put into cryostasis. Where's that elderly rooster? There he is. I need to. Damn, they aging like full. They aging fast. Like, goddamn. I have so much more elderly roosters than I do elderly hens. Like, what is this? I think I want some extra food just in case. Bat slimes, maybe? We'll see. I want to put them with something that, like, I could leave outside, honestly. Because I don't have the next cave area unlocked yet, you know? Okay. And yeah, I still have yet to find the bat slime, so... Am I correct that in assuming that bat slimes are similar to the phosphor slimes? Because phosphor slimes can only spawn at night. And they despawn during the day. So the only option is to have like one of these with a UV shield. If you're keeping them outside, or you're gonna need to put them in like a cave area. My job. Sorry about that. I was just finishing eating my food that I was making earlier, but yeah, or that I made earlier before I start stream. But yeah. I mean, yeah, it was good. Well, yeah. But you remember what I told you, right? When it came to how to get your ult up fast, it's just a matter of like, how do I put this? Hair raising if slimes had hair, bruh. Let's take a little walk, shall we, chat? This ain't good. I'm gonna do something that's terrible, probably a terrible idea. And that is a phosphor slime. I'm gonna take this phosphor plort and we're gonna do the unthinkable. By the way, what I'm about to do here is not a good idea. Or I could just let it happen naturally, honestly. Yep, and there it is. See that? It's a tar. This is what happens. Yeah, so the tar is an interesting creature. The tar are formed when a largo eats a plort unlike the one it produces. A terrible transformation occurs that turns a slime into a sludge filled with a swirling, prismatic array of colors and a relentless appetite. The tar seeks only to consume and replicate. The only way to stop the tar outside incinerating or throw it into the slime sea is with fresh water. One splash will stop them from spewing new tar, and repeated splashes will destroy it entirely. So yes, while you can have largos, right? And while largos are very efficient, you have to be very mindful that if what you saw happens, yeah, it's gonna spawn a tar. And you are... Oh, Robert, we are so fucked here. You know, I'm gonna make phosphor honeys. Why not? But one thing for sure, if I'm gonna make phosphor honeys, I'm gonna need to do some more upgrades. Like I'm gonna put a net and solar shield. Those are necessary if you want to keep phosphorus, because as you see, it makes it night inside here even if it's day. Now we need some fruit. Pogo fruit would be preferable to make these largos, but yeah. Alright, you guys, just relax, alright? Take it easy. I'm doing too crazy shit, but yeah. I'll try to see if I can go and get some pogo fruit real quick before it gets too late. I mean, visiting most of the pogo fruit spawns, I feel like the phosphorus have eaten most of them, so. Also, phosphor plorts despawn in the day. Oh yeah, he can do that. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe what happens is if he does an ult and like he burns all his follow-up attacks, he'll get his ult back faster, I want to say. Now again, I could be wrong, but I think that's how it works and why he gets his ult back faster. But you want characters that can trigger his follow-up attack so that he can get back into ult faster, you know? There's just nothing here. I need the heartbeat actually. Yep. Yeah, we need to skedaddle. I guess his ult has a low energy requirement. I think that's what it is, maybe. Yeah, I think you're right. Cause funny, like when you think about it, there isn't quite an energy requirement for you know, Castra. She's just like a health requirement where she needs to like gain and regain HP to get her burst off, so she doesn't quite have an energy requirement like other characters do. One of you honeys eat that, come on. Come on, yes. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, I think we have enough largos in there, so now I'll build a separate enclosure for just some pure honeys. Didn't have any space to build another enclosure? I do. Okay, thank goodness. To say, I might have kind of screwed myself here, but yeah. Okay. Owls. Yep. Okay. Alright, come on, hands. I need a volunteer. You. I need a few hands. Come on. Alright, 12 is enough. And y'all will just be living the rest of your life in here until they eventually get eaten. So. Where did I throw my heartbeat? Ah, there it is. Phew, almost lost that, but yeah, that's fine. A bit of additional storage and just throw that in there. Throw that in there as well. Sleep until night. It's in a few hours, so. And sadly, honeys do not like, they only like fruits, so I'll go out and collect some of these for now. Oh, no. Well, no, you don't. Fucking. I hate both of you. You know what? I'm gonna kill you. Kill your bitch ass, yeah. Yep. Well, we got our pogo fruit, so let's go back and feed our slimes. As you can see, the tars replicate themselves. And this is why too many slimes being in one place is a very bad thing. Because you see this? Because if I'm being honest, I probably shouldn't even interfere because it's just a circle of nature, right? Because somehow it has to balance out because you can't have slimes like these eating. What do you think you're fucking doing? Get away from my ranch. That should hopefully be enough to keep them. Alright. Oh, honey plorts are particularly valuable right now, so. Getting some honey phosphorus probably was not a bad idea, honestly. I believe the favorite food of the things are the cube berries, I want to say. Those are the phosphor slime's favorite food, if I remember right. But I can always just go check the Slimepedia and check and see, you know? Yeah, these years seem really complicated, so I need to figure this shit out. Okay. Okay. I'm done saving quit for a bit. And just relax and chat, talk with chat. Yeah, but so far, Slime Rancher 2 has been fun. It definitely does feel like I'm taking a bit longer than I did with Slime Rancher, the first Slime Rancher. Because I feel like I was able to get to like the first few areas much quicker, so it does feel like this game you do have to slow down quite a bit. Not say that that's a bad thing necessarily, but it definitely is noticeable if you play the first game. It's got a slower start for sure. Yeah, definitely. Oh boy, why am I feeling so exhausted? The upgrades are slower to get to, which I don't mind actually. I mean, I'm not saying that in a bad way. It does make you play, or it does give you reason to play the game more since you kinda can't power through the upgrades as fast. Oh boy, my neck. I really like Slime Rancher 2 all in all. Well, so far what I've played I've enjoyed. I do like the new slimes. And this is a really nice, cozy comfort game for me, you know? So, honestly, this is a game I do see myself playing, like, if I don't really feel like playing anything, like, too action-heavy or too, I guess you can say, focus-demanding. This would be, like, this is the kind of game that you can kind of, well, turn your brain off or just, like, listen to, like, music on, like, a rainy day and just, like, play. And not worry about getting anything done because it doesn't feel like you really have to get anything done, really, you know? Maybe I'm not really making sense, but hopefully some of what I said made some sense, you know? Like, okay, chat. I'm not like feeling bad. I just want to clarify that, but like, it's weird, but like, my body feels just like heavy, you know, like, I'm not feeling like, you do a lot in a day and like, you just feel not like, you're not being physically weighed down, but you just feel, yeah, that's what I'm feeling right now. And that's weird, like, we're only like, what, 2 hours into the stream so far? Yeah, I mean, we're not even 3 hours in yet. And I'm feeling like this? Like, damn, what's going on? Yeah, 2 3 hours you call 9. Come on. I always try to put out the most I can for y'all because I know I don't stream every day, so I do try to make my streams longer generally to make up for the fact that I don't stream every day. Or like, 5 days a week. So it does disappoint me. I feel like I have to end early. Alright. No, yeah, I went to sleep at like, what, 4 a.m. today. And I woke up at like 9 something before 10 a.m. So that's what, a few hours of sleep at most. That's been a day, I suppose. Oh my god. Nothing means like I'm just gonna lie back a bit, and yeah, we'll get back into it. So, I'll be watching chat though, and I'll try to respond when I see any new messages pop up. Oh, there's a new class that comes out this month on Darktide. Skatari. TLDR. Cyborgs from Mars. You told me about them before, so... So yeah, I know about them. I know. I mean, it's fine. Until you're really looking forward to the class, so... I'm confused. I don't know what you're talking about. They didn't do anything with Welt, so I don't know what you're talking about. He's still in the game and he's still playable. Oh, the devs of Shadow of the Colossus have a new game coming out. Ooh. What is it? I'm kinda curious about that, because I did like playing Shadow of the Colossus. Shit was fun. It's a new trailer? Cool. Essentially, there were strikes happening at the time, and they had to switch the voice actor. Because the original voice actor, for whatever reason, did not want to reprise their role, so... It's just something that happens. Or I think it's something along those lines, right, Erica? I'm not sure. Because there's a good section of the game where there was no audio, or there was no dialogue, so... Yes, I know it's a long story, yeah. For Welt, that's another story, well, yeah. Well, I don't play Welt, so I didn't realize anything different since I don't use him. So, I don't know. That's why I was confused when Owen's coming in here putting vomiting emojis in the chat. I'm like, what? What? I'm just so confused. Because I don't know shit. Anyway. You sent me something on Discord. Ooh. Erica sent me something. She sent me something. This looks pretty interesting so far. What, you're the pilot of Flying Head? Hell yeah. What in the world? He's lifting a building? What in the Pacific Rim is this? This give me some real Pacific Rim and Real Steel vibes, like I ain't gonna lie. Gen Atlas, okay. Shit looks interesting, chat. Shit looks interesting. I ain't gonna lie. Looks interesting. But I do have a question now that I think about it, right, Erica? So, Slime Rancher, the original, was able to run on PS4 relatively well. But Slime Rancher 2 is also relatively small, so I'm wondering how come it couldn't run on PS4? Maybe it's due to like the amount of slimes and like the variety. But I don't think that's will be a problem because like as you saw, like the slimes are temporally loaded. So let's say I'm on my ranch, that means that my ranch slimes are loaded. But if I leave the ranch and go past the render distance, then the stuff at my ranch unloads since I'm not currently present in that area. So I don't feel like it'll be an optimization issue to say that like it's impossible to run on the hardware necessarily. So I do wonder if, Sony made them be like, oh, you have to publish it on PS5 because I do know that like in an effort to get people to upgrade, they'll likely approach like certain game devs to ask them to release their new games on a new console. As was the case with Marvel Rivals, but as you can see later, Marvel Rivals got ported over to PS4. So if a game like Marvel Rivals like that can run on PS4, I have every confidence that this game could also run. But yeah, that's just my idea though. bus, or maybe I'll take it. Okay, sorry. Couldn't help it. Couldn't help the joke. Couldn't. Couldn't help it. Yeah. Guess I'll headbutt you. Headbutt. Alright, good luck. I wish you the best of luck on getting your victory umbrella. The day one sweats are gonna be out, so you're gonna need it. You really are. I'm a bit angry about the last season, and like, so there's a lot of things I've wanted to say when it comes to Fortnite, and let's go back, because we have to go back to then go to the middle to then go to the future, you know? Alright. Dumb analogy, but when I first started playing, so when Fortnite came out, I had nowhere to initially play it, you know? Or I think I was playing other things at the time, because I didn't get my first like official console that could play a game like Fortnite until a long time later. I believe I'd gotten my PS4 like less than a year and a half, or before the pandemic hit. So yeah, after that, like, you know, pandemic came, we're inside, right? And I remember when I had first played Fortnite, this was well before the pandemic. This was like 2 years, 2.5 years actually, so my bad. Cause like I'm not good with like remembering like things that far back, but like, or unless like it's a really bad event usually. But I remember the first time I played Fortnite was in season 6, the end of season 6, when the Dire skin and the Zoe skin was in that battle pass. And actually, I did want to get that battle pass, but at that time, I couldn't get the battle pass. So that battle pass came and went, and the next season was the first battle pass I got, which was the original season 7 battle pass. Now, in season 6, I did get a victory royale thing thanks to doing like dual fills, and someone kind of carried me to a win. But season 7 was when I got my first actual win, and I remember the exact gun I got the win with. It was the old minigun from that season. And when I got that first one, I jumped up. I was so stoked because like I've been trying for days at that point to even get one win, and like I couldn't because all the players were better than me. But it was fun, and you know, over the years, I've always enjoyed Fortnite as a game because it holds very nostalgic memories for me. It's some of the best memories I had back then, honestly. I remember like the first Christmas event I did on Fortnite, you know, where like, you know, it was so festive and you got like the Christmas music in the lobby and like the map was snowy. Like it just felt so festive. And it still does. I do like the new thing where they give you free stuff during like the Christmas event, which is nice. But all this rambling to say is that I've played this game for a very long time. And one thing irks me a lot. Well, actually, two things. The first thing being I want Fortnite to end exclusivity. And what I mean by that is that, for example, in past, I've gotten Battle Pass, and as you know, at the end of the season, at the end of any season, there are super styles for the skins that you get. And it annoys me to no end that once the season is done, if you weren't able to get the supercells, you're now locked from getting the supercells for those skins. For example, I thought like, cause like when I saw the season had 15 hours left when I loaded into the game earlier, I thought after the event ended, we'd still have like a bit of time to play, so I could like try to grind like maybe like to like about 6 more levels so I can get the styles for Jules, which was a skin I really liked. I wasn't able to get anything for it, and I'm still kind of annoyed that I wasn't able to, honestly, because I wanted to get those remaining styles, but now I'm not going to be able to, and I'm still really pissed off about it, honestly. So I'm not going to be able to get her additional styles, and she was one of my favorite skins for the last pass. I do like the other skins though. Lady Windfrost was better after they added the elf ears because she just looked like a bootleg Emma Frost for a while, so which they should have just given her elf ears to begin with. And there was that other skin too, the kind of Tin Woman skin. Well, whatever. If you know, you know. I got the super styles for her because I did like she had like this like little galaxy style, and the way you had to do was you had to go through the pages before you could then unlock anything else. So you had to finish a certain set of pages. I'll say that I'm kind of peeved about that, and owing to my next argument, I want Fortnite to end exclusivity. It is terrible to feel like I buy or I get a battle pass and I am forced to play sometimes because sometimes I just don't like the weapon pools in a season, right? Because like the most enjoyable season there was like about 2 seasons ago. It was before the stupid Star Wars Infinite Ammo season. It was a season where like you had the Typhoon Blade, you know, you had good ARs, you had good shotguns, and I played a lot that season because I genuinely enjoyed that season. It was fun. The last 2 seasons I just haven't even felt like really play the game like that because the seasons just aren't that fun. Or the weapon pool just isn't that fun. And like you have so many players going through I want to be Peter Roth syndrome, where if they land a single shot on you they'll push you even if you're out in storm for no reason, even though it's not beneficial to either of you. There's just players like that, and like I could be okay with certain things and be like whatever, but like I really do hope that Fortnite will just make it so that if you own a battle pass, regardless of when it was obtained, as long as you had the battle pass, you can earn the super styles for skins in other seasons. So let's say you play a lot the next season, you can get the extra super styles that you didn't get for a different season. That would be such a good change. I feel like Epic should implement that because it would be a good change and allow people who got the passes to get what they want. So that is one thing. Also, there's been a lot of crying going on because like some of the exclusive skins like Renegade Raider and stuff like that have been rerunning a lot more frequently because the whole thing people liked about that was they got to say that, oh, I have the Renegade Raider skin. But at the same time, like the skin looks ugly. Most of the quote unquote rare skins would most of the time be ugly. And I guess the only thing they can hold red that, oh, I have it and you don't. But now that that's kind of cracking down, most people are complaining about it. But it's dumb to have things locked behind a wall because certain people just weren't able to play the game at a certain point. Like for example, I talked about the Ghoul Trooper situation where I own a skin called the Ghoul Trooper. It's really cool skin and it has a pink and white style. I really honestly love that style and I wish I had it till this day still. The reason I do not have it though is because Epic decided to make it that if you didn't buy it before a certain day, you cannot get the pink style. And it is so stupid because I own the skin. I should have access to all the styles of said skin. So why is it locked? So I do hope that eventually they change that as well, so I can finally get my hands on one of the skins, or I could get my hand on a style of a skin that I already own and I already bought. So that's my main hope. That, and I know maybe it's a shallow hope given what's been going on with Epic, with them laying off so many employees because Tim Sweeney needs the big bucks. He needs to pay for okay. Also, this is the next thing I'm going to say. Fortnite laid off a bunch of employees, but I think at this point the main problem Fortnite is having is that people are leaving the game. Not because deep down they still don't love the game. A lot of people who have left the game still do want to play the game. It's just it feels like the game isn't fun. And a lot of that boils down to the implementation of skill-based matchmaking. Because SBMM is terrible. Cause tell me why, right, chat? I can win one match, and immediately the next game I get put in a lobby with the sweatiest of the sweatiest players just for winning one match. Meanwhile, there are people grinding this, and the people I'm getting matched with are people who grind this game all day, playing nothing but Fortnite, and have probably gotten 15 wins that day. Why am I being matched with these people? I really feel like they should just get rid of skill-based matchmaking. And sure, you can have a pro in your lobby, but like, Tim Sweeney is too busy tongue-tonguing his investors. So. all right, that's wild. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, sure, I could run into a quote-unquote pro player, but at least likely my lobbies will feel better if there was no skill-based matchmaking. Because if I can tell you the amount of times in games, like whether I'm playing solo or duos or even trios, where I get psychoed or us playing as a team gets psychoed, it's crazy. There have been times where we've gotten pushed in Storm. They chased us out into Storm to kill us. That has happened before. That should put into perspective how egregious the matchmaking is. Yet for some unrobbly reason, they do not want to change the matchmaking, even though it would be a relatively simple change. And that's the thing, like the only thing that should maybe have skill-based matchmaking is ranked. Casual play should not have skill-based matchmaking. There should be no skill-based matchmaking in regular public matches. There is no place for it, and I don't know why they have it there. That's another problem. So like, I love Fortnite, so like, it has a lot of special memories for me, and like, you know, I've talked about it before, but there's only one regret I had with Fortnite, which luckily I've been able to find love for the game again, because there was a while where I never thought I would have played Fortnite again. And that's because I once tried to go pro in the game, because going pro in this game means you can earn money, but you're going up against the best of the best. Now, as you know, back then, and even still now, I'm still playing Fortnite on PS4. I have become, I want to say, one of the highest grossing players on PS4, because I have amassed a total of 1,100 wins on PS4, which is kind of crazy, honestly. But that aside, going pro in Fortnite requires three things now. Before it requires two things, but it requires you to grind for 15 hours a day doing some of the most miserable things like box fights, zone wars, realistics, and like stuff like that. And then after you do all that, you need to do aim trainer both in Fortnite and out of Fortnite on aim labs. Then after that, you need to then play ranked all day with maybe a public match in between every few ranked matches. And then after that, you need to do scrims. Yes, sounds like an STD, as Erica says, but yeah. Which is you have to go up against players that are on better hardware than you, more than likely, living close to Dallas, Texas, meaning that they're on 0 ping and they can just take any of your builds instantly. So yeah, the end all be all of if you want to be good at Fortnite or be a competitor is no life the game and have daddy and or mommy's money at your disposal. And live in Dallas, Texas. Because you'll be close to the server. So that's why, like, I feel like that was my main mistake, trying to go professional in a game like this, because honestly it poisoned the game for me, because I was so miserable playing Fortnite for a while during that period of time that I just played because I just tried to keep telling myself, it'll be worth it, I'll make something out of this. So what I'm going through right now isn't that bad, and it never got better. Like, I just got more and more angry, more and more upset, and it came to a point where like I had to quit the game. And I didn't play for many seasons. I think I didn't play for 6-7 seasons. 6 or 7. And don't anybody put that crap meme in the chat. We are not doing that, but yeah. But yeah, and like I didn't even like listen to anything Fortnite related during that time, so there's a very big gap in my knowledge where those seasons I didn't play. And well, I don't have any of the skins from those seasons. I don't have any of the victory umbrellas from those seasons since, well, I didn't play. But all things being said, I was able to find love for the game again, and I came back to it, and I want to keep loving this game. I want to still feel like I did back then when I first loaded up my first match. The excitement I felt, like, how the game made me want to feel. And I don't want to be all doom and gloom and say, Fortnite is doomed, because like, I feel like that's where everybody is right now. There's gonna be like, try to milk like, yes, Fortnite is doomed, it's the end of Fortnite, and da-da-da-da-da. I don't think the game is near the end of its life cycle yet. A lot of people still play the game, a lot of people still like the game, a lot of people still come to the game, but they need to implement some very big changes if they want to keep people playing. Number one, as I said, end exclusivity. Make things accessible for people, like, because there was this one skin that was locked. I remember, and Erica can confirm this, there was a skin, it's in the shop right now, I believe. What you had to do was you had to play Fortnite on mobile, and you had to play Fortnite on the EU servers to get the skin. That is absolutely ridiculous. Why just not have it available so everyone can get it? Why do you have to server limit it? Same thing for like the OG like iconic skin and the OG Galaxy skin, where you had to get a specific phone. You had to install Fortnite on that phone. You had to then log into your account, and then after you did all that, you could claim the skin and the emote. And that's just not realistic, because how many people can buy a phone for a game? You know what I mean? Like, that's just idiotic. And there's also like the bundles where like you have to get a console to then access a certain skin, and we could that's a whole nother rabbit hole for a different day. But anyway, I do want them to end that type of exclusivity. The next thing I want them to do is stop just while I get like, the pulling point of Fortnite now is the fact that there's so many collaborations, and that there's just so many like different characters from like so many different medias. Like, you have Jigsaw, you have Godzilla, you have Kong, you have all these different characters, and I think that's really cool. I do feel like they have to start being maybe not more picky necessarily, but they have to be more realistic, because the problem with Fortnite right now is the investors. Because this is what investors don't understand: a business cannot grow infinitely. Eventually, right? Like, if we're going on a graph of growth, right? You will plateau and you will even out. You can't just keep going up and up and up and up, because that's just not how graphs work. So they need to realize that like you can't just keep putting every single collab in the game, because like then you have to pay these people because you need to get a license, right? And that's also why the OG skins can't really be obtained most time. Like that Marvel Pass that we had, the first Marvel Pass, it can come back because of licensing. More than likely, that's why it was limited, and likely you can't get it now. The item shop skins are not as bad because they can rerun, because they have some sort of agreement. But what I'm trying to say is that due to that, a lot of skins that in the past can come back due to licensing issues. But I don't see why they can't bring back their original passes with their original skins. Because like the Reaper skin is a Fortnite original. That was before they had the ability to collab and like get John Wick in the game. That was their take on John Wick. Like that's why they used to call it the John Wick skin, because John Wick was in the game, but it was pretty close to him, the Reaper skin. So I don't see why they can't bring back those original passes, because not like they have to pay royalties or pay anybody for that. They can just bring it back, but they just don't want to. Sorry for the long rant, but I love the game. I want to see it succeed. I want to see the game be fun, but I feel like a lot of things need to change within the leadership, especially, and within the investor board, because investors, I'm sorry to say, like, while it is nice as a company to get investment, so that you can like have more funds and be able to do more stuff, I feel like investment is why a lot of things are the way it is, especially when it comes to triple A gaming studios and other stuff like that. This is why it's a problem, because you have these investors that come in and because they've invested their money, they get a say. And because they get a say, it's like, how do I put this on? So, if you have too many chefs in a kitchen working on the same dish, inevitably it's going to get fucked up in some way, shape, or form. Because the reason why when you're serving you have one chef is so that there's consistency, right? There is some form of consistency there, because it's one person doing the same thing. But when the investors come in, or the other chefs, they start saying, oh, that's not right, you need to add this much instead, and that's not right, you need to add this and that and that and that, and then it gets screwed up. So this is why, like, I feel like indie studios are why indie studios are making the best games, but triple A games are just down the gutter. And not say that there's not still good triple A games coming out, like the new God of War game, God of War Lawfully, which I believe is chronicling what happened with Kratos' wife after they burnt her at the pyre. is coming out. We don't have an official date for that yet. It looks really interesting. I saw the trailer for it finally, and it looks hype. I'm not gonna lie, and it's interesting to see that they're gonna cover other mythologies like Egyptian mythologies. I think they're going to have deities from Buddhist mythologies as well in the game, so they're gonna cover like this mythos in a bigger sense. And also, I do like, and it's funny that people are being weird about the fact that, like, we're going to be playing as Kratos' wife. I heard that some people are being, like, odd about that, and the misogyny is already coming out, but essentially, it looks very different, and I'm happy about that because, like, while I don't mind playing as Kratos, and I liked what happened in God of War and God of War Ragnarok, with like it switching perspectives where you would play as Atreus and then you'd play as Kratos, and that based on that the moveset would change, right? She feels like a different character. Her movement is more fluid. She feels lighter weight. She's faster because that's how she's built, right? So it gives a it's the same thing but a different spin on the movement and how the character handles, right? Kratos himself said his wife could throw hands like no other. Exactly. So I don't know why these people are like being weird because like it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because they were complaining in the first game that she wasn't utilizing this game. She had no purpose in the story, but like apparently predicting the future and da 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 da. And then when we finally get a game that is wants to expand into the character, go into the character, show you what the character is, then you want to be like, it's a woman protagonist. We can't have that in a God of War game. It's like, are you joking? Like, are you Okay, sorry. Getting a bit mean there, but like, at the same time, like, like genuinely, like, it baffles me. People like this who just like they'll find something to complain about, they get a solution, and they complain about the solution. It's like, what? All that being said, though, I do hope that somewhere in my rant there was something that, and I know that given that my channel and my community is very small, my words are not going to reach anyone within that community, and this is the next thing I do want to talk about. So in future, like once I have like a PC setup, I may stream Fortnite from time to time, but I never want to be a Fortnite streamer. I'm gonna say it right now because the community is absolutely toxic. Like, it is so bad that if I had to stream that game, it wouldn't be good because either one of two things are gonna happen. Also, mods, I do want to talk about something with y'all specifically, the people who help me moderate. In future, if someone comes in to the stream, it's a stream where I'm playing by myself and nowhere have I stated that I am playing with anyone and someone's asking to play, turn them down immediately, and if they don't listen, ban them. Because I am so tired of people who are strangers, by the way. I don't know these people most of the time. Come in and asking to play when I don't know you, number one. And number two, you just got here and that's your first message. Not a hi, hello, how you doing, good night. Howdy clause, okay. That last one we could say for selling real estate, but alright. But yeah, I just don't know why people treat YouTube like a LFG thread sometimes, or LFF, or LFF, looking for a friend, because like that's the thing. Like, I'm not obliged to be anyone's friend, and like I'm not trying to say that I'm better than people and that's not it. It's just I don't feel comfortable around strangers. Simple as, like people who I don't really know or who I meet for the first time, I'm unlikely to want to do anything like that. So hopefully that makes sense. And the next thing I want to go into, and I was talking to Erica about this before I started the stream, and I do want to also address it here because I feel like as a creator and as someone who's made content for as long as I have, it does follow me to be like, somewhat transparent with chat about certain things, because transparency and honesty is something that, at least to an extent, with your audience is something that I feel like you should do, because it allows people to see, that you're a person behind the screen, because some people tend to forget that creators are people and that they have their own lives and things that they want to do. For a long time, and I'm sure you all have realized this, I've been playing games like this. I've played Elden Ring, I've played Sekiro, and I've gotten some platinum trophies, and I do like when I can get a platinum trophy in a game. If I've played it enough, it does make me feel a bit excited, and I get to share that. I get to say, hey, I managed to do this. It took a while, but I finally did it. I won't say I'm suffering burnout necessarily, because I still enjoy playing games, I still enjoy streaming and everything. But at least recently, like, it's been a lot, and it's been mentally taxing. One game that really pushed that to its limit was the Plants vs. Zombies Replanted Platinum trophy I was trying to get. Because I wanted to get that trophy. Honestly, I still do. But honestly, I'm just gonna take a break from the game because I still feel in no state to play it, especially how the last RIP run ended. I'm still upset about it. I'm still so frustrated because I played basically perfectly from beginning to end. And even then, I still lost to the final stage. And that is so heartbreaking, so frustrating, so annoying, because now I have to go through that entire if I were to try to do this again, I have to go through that entire gauntlet again, and I just don't want to. I've realized that I've put a lot of pressure on myself sometimes to try to do this, to try to get some of these trophies sometimes, and honestly, it's probably not good for me either. Because while I like getting these trophies and I feel accomplished when I do it, at the same time, it's very draining for some games more than others. For example, while I like Monster Hunter a lot, and as you can see, I'm very high level in Monster Hunter. I was very high level in World, and I am also high level in Wild. Why I say Wilds? I haven't played Wilds yet. Sunbreak, Sunbreak / Rise. The thing about it is I doubt I can platinum it, and if I do, it's not going to be something that I can do intentionally because it is mind-numbingly hard, because you have to do so many individual things. Like, for example, for the base monsters, you have to get a small gold large crown and a small gold crown for every single base game monster. And while some hunts have guaranteed small and or large crowns, most hunts generally, when it comes to particular monsters, do not have anything like that. So you're just rolling the dice until you hit it big. And you could do 5 hunts and get it, or you could have to do up to 50 hunts and not get it. And it's that I kinda can't stand. So while I do love the game, I love playing the game, I doubt it'll be ever a game that I can platinum on my own. Or at least I can do it on my own. I think I do believe I could do that, but I mean I can't do it within a set period of time. And I'm feeling like that towards a lot of games, because platinum hunting, while it is fun, Because I have had some games that I really enjoy getting the platinum for. Like for example, Little Nightmares 3, I enjoyed the platinum because it was a lot of like side side. Little Nightmares 2's platinum was fun. Reanimal's platinum, it did take a bit of work, but it was fun because all I really needed to do was one run and just like do very particular things once I knew where they were. And it was like very straightforward. It was just play through the game as you typically would. So, given that logic, that was very fun. And I was able to redo an entire playthrough plus get all the achievements in one playthrough, even though technically, if I wanted to be faster, I could have just like skipped from chapter to chapter or start a new playthrough, go to this chapter, I'm missing this, do this, and then like start a new chapter or start a new save file and go to the next chapter. But I kind of wanted to go through the game and explain it and like tell you how like it works behind the scenes because I'm a nerd. Honestly, I love things like that. And I wanted to just give you all what I learned from watching someone do exactly kind of the same thing and like confirm certain suspicions or find things that I didn't even know about and see how I could best share that with y'all. So that's why I decided to do another full Reanimal playthrough, even though I technically didn't have to. And I feel like a lot of trophy and or platinum hunting comes down to just optimizing the fun out of the game. And that is the last thing I want to do because half of the reason I get to enjoy doing this, I get to enjoy sharing these experiences is you get to see me have fun legitimately or not have fun depending on what game it is. But there is a sense of authenticity there if I enjoy the game or don't. Because I'm one person, I can pretend I like something if I don't. But all the games I've gotten to share, Shadow of the Colossus, you know, Little Nightmares series, the Little Nightmares trilogy, Reanimal, the Souls series and Souls-like games, and just generally just games like that I've really enjoyed sharing. And I want to keep doing that, but I do feel like I will still keep going for platinum trophies here and there, but I doubt I'm going to be able to get in every single game. And I doubt I'm going to try to set any time limits to get it because I feel like that would just be detrimental. Because it'll just make me more stressed and just make me unmotivated to really even play those games since I'll constantly feel like there's just like this weight just looming over my head waiting like, oh, you have to do it. It's been 2 months. You still haven't done this, and it will just weigh you down so much eventually, you know what I mean? Like, I do hope that I explained my feelings as best as I could and that y'all can understand. So I will still keep going for platinum trophies on games. I still will do it, but I just want to take it at my own pace. Maybe months will go by and I don't get a platinum trophy. You know? But at least in that case, I know I'll get to have more fun. So yeah, I just want to address that on stream. I hope, well, I'll say, thank you to those of you who continue to who support, the streams, who watch. It makes it really fun. It makes sense, and I'd rather you never get a platinum again if it means you'll be happy. I mean, I think going for them I'll be happy, but I I just have to go for ones that don't cause me stress. Like a game like Slime Rancher 2 does have a platinum trophy, and from what I didn't check any of the trophies, but it seems like it'll be pretty straightforward, because I'm guessing what's gonna be is like get a certain amount of money, or surpass this amount of money, collect a certain number of slimes, or claim all like entries within the slime Wikipedia, get all the upgrades possible that you can get at that one machine, get all the house upgrades, because I think there's a trophy for that in the other game. Get all attachments and all like extra stuff for like all the different plots, like get the ones for the hen, the thing for like the chickens, get all the upgrades for the garden, and get all the upgrades for like one of those things that keep your slimes, the pens. So I do feel like the stuff will be way more straightforward and way more, I guess you can say, practical. So I feel like those things should be doable. But yeah, I'm just gonna take things at my own rate, as I said though, so yeah, that's the plan going forward. So yeah, things are gonna be slow. I'll be posting way less platinum achievements, because I never really made this channel necessarily to be a platinum hunter. While I do like completing things, or I like being a bit of a completionist and or collector when it comes to certain things like gacha games. I love collecting characters, because for me, like, what brings me the most joy in, like, especially what has in games like Genshin, Star Rail, even Withering now, is collecting characters, getting a character, getting their signature, building up that character, making them the best I can make them for me, and then getting to use them. That's what makes the game fun, right? So that's why I do feel like when it comes to like doing certain things like that in other games, I won't mind it. Like farming, for example, I like farming in Genshin. Like, maybe that's weird to say, but like with Linnea, with like other things too, I just love like farming ores. Like, she changed how I felt about farming ores single-handedly, because she changed a lot of stuff, make it easier for me to do stuff, which then made me want to play more. So when I want to go on an ore run, I'm running Linnea 100% of the time. But yeah, I think that's about everything I want to talk about. Sorry for the very, 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 very. Alright, sorry. Long rant and all the topic changes in betweens, in the land in between, in the land down under, where you have the bush cricket. Alright, sorry. Sorry, I mean, be patient. Patience is a virtue that you must learn to have. I mean, to be fair, I want Yao Guang, but I still haven't gotten her yet, so. The thing is, you still have a lot of time left. It's not like he's leaving tomorrow, right? You have more than 2 weeks left. That means you have plenty time to play. You have events to do, because you can do past events. So those Stellar Jades are still available to you. There's a side quest that you can do for the characters that are accessible through your messages in most cases. There's the weekly resets usually. Those are something that can be done. If you get enough characters, you can then try to, or you can, well, you need to have 2 teams for this, so you can't do this just yet. But once you do have enough teams, then you can start doing Memory of Chaos. You could do Apocalyptic Shadow. And there's another mode. Apocalyptic Shadow, Memory of Chaos. And there's another one, but I'm just forgetting what it's called. It's not Currency Wars because you can either do Divergent or Currency Wars, so I doubt it's that one. Pure Fiction, yeah, that's it. Pure Fiction, yeah. Yeah, and then you can do Pure Fiction, each of which reset at a certain point, and they give a ton of Stellar Jades, and they reset every set amount of days that's more than 2 months, I want to say. So, I don't think they reset every month like the thing does in Genshin, but yeah. But the thing about these endgame modes usually is that you need 2 well-built teams. You can't do it just one team. You need one team on one half and you need another team on another half. And if you don't have 2 very well-built teams, you can't quite do that, you know? So I feel like I understand wanting a character like Mordenax Blade. He is very cool, to be fair, and he's up your alley, but at the same time, you know, even if you don't get him this time round, you'll still get him. Hey there, Mia. Nice to see you. Nice to hear that you finished your shift. You finished your... Okay, sorry. Yes, I went on the longest ever rant I have ever done. So yeah, that was about a good majority of the last 30 minutes? 45 minutes? Yeah, somewhere around there. But yes. I'm going to lie back for a bit. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Mellow Man around. Also, you can just end stream now. That was the plan, remember? Yeah, it's been 3 hours, so I could end the stream here, I guess. It is sad because Mia just got here. I mean, it's been 3 hours already. It's actually past 2 a.m. my time. I've been busy all day. I went to sleep at 4 a.m. yesterday to get up 9 a.m. the same day. Or not exactly 9 a.m., but 9 something a.m. And it's 2 a.m. the next day. I'm fucking tired. I'm sorry that I can't keep the stream going for longer, but yeah, I'm exhausted, honestly. I had to like cook food today, like it was already a task and a half. Yeah. Yes, thank you for stopping by the stream though, Mia. Okay, if you want anything, okay, well, if you want anything, I'll be on Discord. Alright. Yeah, thanks. Well, chat. Let's wrap things up how we typically do around here. Because as you know, all good things must come to an end. And sadly, so must tonight's live stream. So tell me, Chad, are you ready for the end of tonight's live stream? Because I know I am, and I hope you are as well. Okay, sorry. I am losing my shit. Okay. Ham tour. Okay, sorry. Um, yes, now that you're ready, let us end things as we typically do. So, without further ado, we hope you enjoyed your stay. It's good to have you with us, even if it's just for the day. We hope you enjoy your stay. Outside the sun is shining, seems heaven ain't far away. It's good to have you with us, even if it's just for the day. Alright. Well, everyone have a good rest of your day and or night. Okay, sorry. Wherever you are in the world, enjoy your weekend because the weekend is finally here. And of course, as you know, I'm not talking about the singer. He's a different story. Yes. Stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your night. And until next time, I will see all of you, gremlins, in the next live stream. Okay. Good night, everyone. Good night, Erica. Good night, Mia. Good night, Owen, and anyone else watching the stream now and or after the fact. Have a good night and or day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next live stream, which will be on Monday. So, up to you then. Good night, and Johnny. Ah. Yeah, I'm gonna disappear now. Hold on.